Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jin. So today I'll be checking out is it 7? Episode 7 of Death Note. And man, it's getting so interesting and so twisted. Like the last episode, episode 6, I was so mad at what's her name? I don't even know her name. The what's his name? Ray's fiance. I was just so mad. Like I didn't want her to expose herself, but I'm wondering if she's actually just pretending. Is she pretending? I don't even know what she's doing because she was being so gullible when Light was telling her, when Light was acting like he wanted to figure out who Kira is or who's doing, all the killings. It's just crazy to me the way she just told him her name right off the bat. And I was like, maybe it's not her full name. I was just speculating, thinking that maybe she told him just not her full name, maybe just part of it. But I'm also still not sure if she'll not die still, even if it's not her full name or whatever. But I'm excited to see what will happen in this episode. As usual, it's always the same. I'm always excited to see the new episode because it's getting crazy, guys. You have to admit it's getting crazy. And I'm sure it's going to get crazier. But I'm wondering if she's going to die in this episode. And if she does, I'll just have to accept it. There's nothing that I can do to save her. I was thinking that she's actually really smart to figure out all of that without being on the case herself. I mean, she wasn't the one investigating him, yet she figured that out on the sidelines. Like, if she's that smart, how come she just told him the name? It's just not making any sense. But I'll see what happens to her and if when she's going out, if she'll still get the information to Elle somehow. Also, Light isn't even able to get to his father. I noticed that. I mean, his phone is off because, Elle usually tells them to turn their phones off. And, his location is also classified. Where they're meeting, not even the receptionist at wherever, didn't know where he was when Light tried to bring him fresh clothes. So that's very interesting. He's literally being very secretive about meeting with Elle, and he's not telling his family about it. So that's good. We'll see how far they get with this and see if they'll be able to catch Light and stop his many killings that he's doing. So guys, thank you so much for, watching to the end and commenting, liking, subscribing so far. Thank you so much for joining my journey. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers soon. So if you're seeing this and you like my videos, make sure you subscribe and also drop a like as well. It really helps and I appreciate you guys so much. Now let's get right into it. They're still on the walk.
She came to the conclusion, the fact remains this woman knows the truth. I have no choice but to eliminate her.
Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. The more I think about it, the more your theory makes sense to me.
We can't waste any time. We need to start investigating it right away.
What? Really? Do you mean that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone else know this?
No, you're the first person I've told.
Oh no.
You're lucky, but how will you get rid of her? It's not like you can do it here. Aren't you bold?
Let's get started. Could you please tell me the date and time of the bus jacking incident?
He's doing it right now because that's the Death Note paper. 48, plan within 48 hours?
No one will find her body. And even if they do, they'll just assume that the death of her fiance drove her.
Oh no.
What's so
Ryuk
funny?
is cracking up. He loves this.
I've determined that Kira is not among us.
Ryuzaki, how can you be certain that we're all innocent?
Well, to be honest,
From the beginning, I set a number of traps that would reveal if any of you was Kira. But after speaking with you one-on-one, I don't feel the need.
I see.
Unbelievable. He tells us to turn off our cell phones.
Understood.
Yes.
What had he's on his way?
So that's everything. I'd like to report this incident to my father, if it's okay with you, that is.
Well, if it's all the same, I think I'd like to report it myself. And after talking to you, I've decided that it would be best to do it as soon as possible.
Just 10 seconds until 1:15.
So it's going to happen very soon. Like right now. I can't believe it. This guy didn't even hesitate.
Don't you think?
He's checking the time.
What's going on? It should have happened already.
She's looking at him. So what's going on?
This doesn't make sense. I don't understand why she's not leaving.
Did she give him a fake name?
My experiments indicate that in a situation like this, I should be able to control a person's actions. So what's wrong?
Ryuk is dying with laughter. He's cracking up.
He laughed just like that when I was writing in the death note.
Is it a prank?
Name. In fact, he's reacted the same way every time her name comes up. Alias.
Because he can see her name? Yes, remember the Shinigami can see your actual name by just looking at your head. So that's why he was laughing at
It's an
Light.
honor to meet all of you.
She gave him a fake name.
Person is Watari?
What about your usual outfit?
If I dressed like that, I'd be announcing to the world that I am Watari. That's all it takes to give away the location of our headquarters in Ryozaki.
Oh, I see.
The fact that I'm here is proof that you've won Ryozaki's trust. Well then, I brought those items you requested. It's all here.
Could you please pass them out to everyone?
Yes.
Look at Elle.
Gentlemen, these are your new police IDs.
But what for?
She used an alias. That has to be it. Ryuk knew all along.
She did.
He could see her real name with his eyes.
Yes. That's why he was laughing.
From the beginning. I see. It makes a lot of sense. She believes that Ray died because he showed his ID to Kira.
Yes.
So, of course she'd be careful not to reveal her own identity.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm so proud of her.
It's gonna be almost impossible to ask for her real name.
You'll have to find out another way.
I should probably be getting back soon. Someone from the task force might be back there by now.
Damn it. I'm running out of options here.
She's still not safe though because he can find out another way. What if her name is out there somehow?
Father calls back now. I already promised her that I'd let her talk to him if he did. If this phone rings, it's all over for me. What am I gonna do?
He's so nervous.
All I have to do is turn my cell phone off. Problem solved. Now, calm down. You know what needs to be done. Just find out her real name.
And how are you going to do
Her
that?
pockets. She's got to have a driver's license or some kind of personal identification on her somewhere. I've got to get her somewhere isolated. But where?
What the?
What explanation could I
He
give?
stops at nothing.
Hey, Light, you know, that deal I mentioned is still open. It's just like putting on contact lenses.
He really wants him to take the deal.
No, I wouldn't. In fact, it's not even worth considering. Now, quit
Wow.
wasting my time. Just shut your mouth, Shinigami.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you still have business at the police station then? I'd like to go there by myself, if you don't mind.
She's telling him to stop following her.
Why did you give us fake IDs?
As you know, Kira requires a name and a face to kill. We will confront him with that premise in mind, and I think it should be obvious why.
Yes, but of all people, the police shouldn't use fake IDs.
Enough.
Come
Trust
on,
me,
you
we
have to do
the
it.
Capabilities of our enemy. As long as you're working on this case, I think we're going to need all the protection one can get. It would be
Yes.
foolish not to use them.
Yeah, you got a good point.
They're lucky that Ryuk isn't helping Light because he would just tell the names by just looking at them.
And be careful not to take them out while in the presence of other police officers. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that could cause problems for us.
Yes,
I understand.
that's true.
Very well then. I'd like to request that you wear these at all times.
Belts?
Each one has a transmitter hidden in the buckle. This will allow Ryozaki to monitor your whereabouts. And when you press the buckle twice like this, my cell phone will ring, but you won't see my number displayed. In the morning, all of you will go to the police station as usual. We'll use this method to confirm the name of Ryozaki's hotel and his room number. Please use this for emergencies as well.
No way, this is totally cool. I feel like some kind of secret agent going after Kira.
Quiet, Matsuda. This is not the
He's
time
too
to
excited.
joke around. Knock it off.
This is serious.
Thank you so much for everything you've done, Light.
After talking to you, I feel much more confident about my theory.
Not at all.
She's definitely suspicious of Light.
At this rate, once she goes to the police with her theory about Kira being on that bus, and they look at all the people Ray Pembroke was investigating.
Take a walk to zero in on me. Hey, she's leaving.
So now what?
I've got about 5 minutes before that woman gets to police headquarters.
I need a real name. I don't have much time to spare.
Oh no. What is he going to figure? How is he going to figure her name out? And he will, because he's relentless.
It'll all be over for me. I've got to find out a real name, then eliminate her quickly. Only 3 minutes left until she reaches the station.
He's still following her?
All right. What's your
What the?
Excuse me.
Yes?
There's something that I should probably tell you.
Huh?
That's right. Keep the conversation going. I
He's
just
trying
need
to
find
stall
someone that she
her.
can latch onto, and I've got it.
Can't contact anyone, but why not?
You find it odd that there was no one at task force headquarters?
She's not noticing.
Let me explain. The task force has been organized so that its members can't be identified and nobody on the outside knows who's in charge.
I see.
That's why you were told earlier that no one was at task force headquarters.
What I'm trying to say is, you'll never be able to talk to someone directly from the task force because the police simply won't allow it.
That's not making any sense.
That's pretty clever. I'm impressed.
If this is supposed to be a secret, then how do you know so much?
Exactly.
Guess I spoke too soon. She's sharp.
I'm so glad she's actually realizing.
Very well. You leave me no choice. It's because I'm actually a member of the task force.
What? He's going that far?
Many detectives
She needs to
quit
see
fearing
through
for
his
their lives,
lies.
so despite the fact that I'm a high school student, he brought me on board to help out with the investigation. After all, I've helped them solve cases in the past.
So, Elle trusts you then?
I can go to task force headquarters.
Oh no. Please.
To investigate freely as I see fit.
You see, these days the task force is made
I'm
up
just
of a chosen
hoping that she
few, an
sees
elite
that
group of
he's
people
just trying to
handpicked for the
stop
job
her
by
from
hell.
going
All are
directly
highly
to them.
skilled, well-respected, and above all, trustworthy.
Look at her. She's believing him, isn't she?
Thanks for explaining. But just to be safe, I'd like to try and visit the task force headquarters again.
Yes. He's shocked.
Please, wait a second.
Please?
Like I just told you, they won't let you talk to anyone.
I know, but I was hoping I could speak with Elle directly.
Yes. What is he going to do to her?
And come to think of it, who's at the police station right now?
Actually, no one's there at the moment.
That's not good news. We need someone there at all times. Work in shifts if you have to.
Exactly.
Aizawa, I'll put you in charge of that for today. Yes, sir. I'm on my way. Won't take me long.
Oh my gosh, go there now.
Please, wait a second. It's literally impossible to meet Elle. This is pointless.
You may be right. But I think that there's a chance that he'll meet with me. You see, I worked under him in a case in the U.S. about 2 years ago.
That's also good news for Light. He wants to
You
meet
worked at
Elle.
Yes, I didn't tell you this, but up until 3 months ago, I worked as an FBI agent.
This is it. Finally something I can use.
No. He's going to try to find out her name through the FBI.
If I could, I'd like to learn from you.
Oh.
One lie after another. You make it look easy.
But I'm certain that I can trust Elle.
You can.
Maybe it's unrealistic. But I think that if I go to headquarters and I give them my name, there's a chance that they'll let me speak with him directly. be honest with you. It's because you remind me of Elle. There's something about you that's just like him.
Whoa. They're the same, aren't they?
Will you investigate this case with me?
What?
Please. I know this is sudden, but the team needs people like you.
What?
I'm serious. You could be doing so much more than gathering information on your own. It wouldn't be that difficult for you to join. All you need is some valid identification, and of course you need to get Al's permission.
You want me to join the task force?
I'd like to be the one to recommend you.
Light.
Before all this happened, I thought I'd continue living in America with my fiance. We planned on getting married in the spring.
All right, I've come this far. All she needs is a little encouragement.
Oh no.
But you're young and beautiful, and you've got your life ahead of you. Why put it all in danger for this?
No! Now that Ray's gone, I've got nothing to lose anymore. I want to catch Kira. Please let me investigate this case with you.
Oh my gosh. Yo, Ryuk is losing it. He's laughing so hard, yo.
Yes, of course. I just need to see some form of identification before we proceed.
No.
Yes?
You see the name I gave you earlier? Well, it wasn't actually my real
Oh
name.
no.
I'm so sorry.
Look at his face. He's
Don't worry, it's all right. To be honest, I'm impressed by how incredibly thorough you've been.
Why would you need to go through this guy to be a part of the...
So will a Japanese driver's license do the trick then?
Oh no, she's doing it just like Ray. Oh no, it's over. It's over.
I made it in time.
He's writing it down. Wow, and that guy just passed her. Look at that. And he's looking at the time.
If you don't mind my asking, why do you keep checking your watch?
I guess it's because I'm Kira.
Oh no. It's gonna happen right now. Ah, I was rooting for you. I'm so sorry. This person is just he's just too evil. And she was just, oh no.
What's the matter?
There's something I have to do.
My father's cell phone might be available now.
I have nothing to say to him.
Then goodbye, Naomi Misura.
Yeah, it's gonna happen right here and now. It's crazy. She just accepted defeat right there. Yeah. Guys, when she realized at the end just now that when he said it, she shouldn't have given him her ID. She was doing well. And she should have remembered that Ray had to hand his ID to a person too, but he got into her head. She has too much feelings. She was too emotionally involved, so she was blinded. I think it's because he brought up Ray again and said that she could investigate and, become a part of the task force and dive in to get this, to catch Kira. That motivated her then and there to give her ID. So she wasn't thinking. She wasn't thinking clearly at that point, and that's why she handed over her ID. But I was thinking that she should have seen through all that, Still, at the end of the day, she should have still stuck to, just the end idea that she should just try to get to Elle instead of anyone else or even the chief. If not the chief, Elle, at least. But no, I guess she was not patient enough. She wanted to get to this as soon as possible. She was being too hasty. That was it too. So that's why she failed just now. I feel so bad for her. When she realized, she just had the thought to go ahead and do what he wrote down for her before. Because remember, he experimented before that he can write down like the way someone is supposed to die, and then he can write their names afterwards and it would still happen. So it's the same thing, the same description that he wrote down that she's going to go ahead and do. So that's what she's it's like a control thing going on there, like a mind control. So when he asked her if she wants to talk to his father and whatnot, she was like, no, she doesn't want to talk to him anymore. She has something to do, because that's the description that he wrote down in the death note. And then he just put her name right underneath. That's so sad. I can't believe it. Light literally has no feelings. He has no remorse, no empathy. So what he's been doing from the beginning, it's like it's for no reason. It's not because he cares about humans or cares about humanity or for weaker people. This is just for him to feel like a god, to control things or have things in his own hands, or yeah, it's like a power thing for him. It's not because of the greater good or to protect helpless and weak people. Because Naomi, she was innocent. Like, she was apparently one of the nicest, calmest, sweetest persons. You can tell. You can literally tell that she's a pure soul. She wasn't trying to do anything bad to anyone. And this guy just decided that she's, just a part of the chessboard, and she needs to be knocked away. She needs to be eliminated in order for him to not be caught and to continue his endeavors. But yeah, it is what it is. It's tough. You just have to accept what's happening. It's not like we can go back in time or scream at her through the screen to tell her to not give her ID. And she should have known not to share her ID. It wasn't necessary. Even if she wanted to be a part of the task force, she didn't need him to do it. And she was actually, she was doing well until he poked her insecurities and poked her, what do you call it, her heartbreak and just all the stuff all the interest that she had. All he needed to do was to talk about what she cared about in that moment to distract her so that he could extract that information. And it worked. He's just very manipulative. Light is like the smartest person ever. And if you aren't smart enough to, he can just get your name and do whatever. It's just that simple. You have to not trust people. If you're a person that's not so trusting, it would work for you too. You don't have to actually be smart. You can just not trust anyone and you would be able to survive and not get eliminated by Kira. I think that's it. Not be so trusting and so gullible too. Because, yeah. But there are other ways to get your name. It's not like he had to, but he needed it right now because she was right there. So if only she just, didn't give the ID and just said, you know what, I'll just work on this later and get to L still. That guy literally passed right beside. He made it on time, but she gave the ID. And that guy, he's not going to even notice that Light was right there because he had the umbrella out and it was covering his face and stuff. So he didn't even notice what was going on there. So yeah, only L. If L showed up there, then yeah, he would know. But he's not coming out, with his identity as yet to anyone else, just a few guys. So I'm just gonna leave it right here, guys. I'll see what happens in the next episode. So see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and join my journey. Yeah. Bye.